Well, 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 well. I'm finally dragged myself out of the vomitorium, and I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to talk about this show tonight. And welcome to Ladies Who Question. We are breaking down the absolute final time we're going to talk about Golden Bachelor because they just had the wedding. Hi, Holly.
Hi.
So I can't wait to hear your thoughts.
Well, there was a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed a little fragmented. I thought it was kind of anticlimactic.
Uh-huh.
I think we should just start at the beginning.
Yeah, let's
Opening scene, Gerry crying. What else did you expect?
That's exactly the note that I have. I wrote, already he's crying.
Right.
Naturally. Right. Okay, so.
And it was a long show, so I already can't remember some of the things.
How many freaking commercials were there? My God.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I mean, there was some weird stuff that happened, too, that, I don't know. So let's get started.
Okay, yeah, let's. So they show La Quinta, Palm Springs, Tristan and Ryan are there. You know, they brought in a lot of the old, you know, the people, and then the current, the Bachelor in Paradise and Bachelor, they're pushing all their programs.
It was an overall promotion for all their shows.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Kathy co-hosting. Did you know she was going to do that?
No,
I knew
didn't.
about Susan.
But I thought it was great.
Service. Yeah. You know what? She did a pretty good job for somebody who's never done that on national TV.
Right.
I gotta give her cred, you know?
I do too.
Yeah.
I think she did a good job. She was funny. I think she was pretty much herself. The dynamics of her and Charity, which was a much younger bachelorette that was on a previous show, was okay.
No, not real good chemistry.
I was going to think, because I felt like Charity really wanted to kind of take control at the beginning. And Kathy's just kind of like, whatever, go with it. She wanted a drink. She wanted a man. That was her goal.
You can't say she's not forthright.
Right.
You know, she says, this is the way it is. This is who I am. And I like that, which is why I've always liked her.
She carries a lot of confidence in her maturity and age, where Charity, you know, just wanted the spotlight more.
To be fair, that's true. Maturity and age will bring that on.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then, that was nice, and I thought she looked pretty good.
Oh,
you know?
I do too.
Yeah, her dress was nice and very appropriate. Very nice. Pretty color on her. Oh, what happened? Ellen.
Then we had Ellen.
Oh, Ellen, Gary's earrings she was wearing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that started, the bile began to rise at that point. Not because of Ellen, but just thinking about, he gave her these earrings.
Right.
And I just thought,
I don't know if she should have worn them, but.
I don't
Whatever.
know. They producers probably said, wear Gary's earrings.
Right.
You know, just ick. Her hair looked great.
Oh, she looked great.
Hair. I know.
She looks like she's taken a few years off.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean,
maybe she did.
No, but she looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they want to get work done, all power to them.
Better than she did on the show, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. Well, she seemed more relaxed, you know, because she wasn't in that fiercely competitive arena. She was, you know, and I think she said she had been out on some dates or something.
Right.
Didn't
she?
Yeah. So I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
Then there was a commercial break, of course. Then they jumped to Christmas.
Yeah. Jumped right into Christmas, which was unusual because in real life, they did not spend Christmas together.
Right. I thought, gee, it looks pretty green for New Jersey in December.
Right.
Yeah. So that was just phony.
It was phony. And Gary's sweater.
Very Gerry.
Very, very Gerry.
I mean,
exactly.
I'm all for every ugly Christmas sweater that there is. I think it's a fun, goofy, sort of silly thing that people do. It doesn't bother me. But of course, it bothers me if he doesn't.
Exactly.
Because it's, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? For me, let me just say before we get into the other stuff on the Christmas, for me, the best part of the whole Christmas scene was the dog.
Oh.
Beautiful dog, sweet. And he did what dogs do, who are that type of dog especially. Jumped up and ate some of the food off the counter. I was like, "You go, good boy."
Yeah.
Or was it a girl? I don't know. She
It
was.
was a cute.
That was the best part. Okay, let's get into it.
The
rest.
one thing about the Christmas that
Yeah?
I noticed about maybe I should I'm sure it was obvious before, but both of Gary's daughters don't have husbands.
Oh, wait. Are they married? And they
They have
passed away,
children.
So
And so I just I don't know. I just made a little note of that.
or the husbands did not want to be involved.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't think we ever saw.
Never saw the husbands.
Maybe they just both patently said, "We don't want any part of this."
That you know what? That could be something to I'll just do a couple Google searches and
check that out.
because it was kind of odd. I was like, well, are they both divorced?
Do you know, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Okay.
so they had the fake Christmas produced Christmas in like the fall.
Yeah, and she's like hanging on him the whole time. Do you see that grip? I'm just going, "Oh my God, girl.
Yeah.
You know, you're stronger than that." Anyway, that I noticed all the things that have irritated me before just were tenfold tonight.
Amplified.
Yes. Anyway, you're saying so the fake Christmas.
And they're exchanging gifts. It was kind of boring.
It was
actually.
canned. Yeah.
Yes, it was canned. And the three boys outside with Gary talking to him. The three little boys, the grandchildren. It was okay.
Again, it felt staged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we in the hometown visit. Remember we talked about in previous episodes about how we felt the kids had been coached. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how it felt to me again.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I know kids say the darndest things, as they used to say, but I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, they registered with Amazon. I'm going.
Big plug.
You're 70 and 70 plus.
Right.
Like you don't have all your stuff.
Yeah.
Like what? And
exactly.
So it was just a sponsorship.
It was a
plug.
sponsorship, I think, because it was very. And here's your gift from Amazon. Amazon.
It was really that was in poor taste. The fact that they register, even if they really didn't register, I didn't like that at all.
Right.
I mean, if you want Amazon, if you want to buy an ad, work it in some other way, But for the producers to have planted that or said, do that, I can't see 70-plus-year-olds saying, "Oh, let's register for our wedding." Give me a break.
Right. Yeah.
That really rubbed me the wrong way
It did.
Nobody should have bought them anything. So
Right. They also remember the kissing under the mistletoe.
Oh God, I was
I
nauseated.
thought you were probably vomiting.
Well, at that
Vomitorium
point,
over here.
well, eventually I did make it to the vomitorium, as I referenced earlier. But the bile just kept rising up and up and up, and I'm going, "Oh God, not one of these again." He was sit there crying at the Christmas table too, at the dinner.
Yeah.
I just I want to punch him so hard
Let's
in
be
the
a man.
face. I know, just God, buck up, Let's see.
Then they went to
there
the
was
golden
another
carpet.
golden car. Oh.
After the
Well, there was a
Christmas party.
commercial. Okay, then
commercial.
Yeah. Okay, and then Oh yeah,
They went
because they
straight
brought
to that.
Lisë in. They
Right.
introduced Lisë. She seemed okay. Then Susan Kathy, who was hosting,
Right.
said something about a health scare, and that was
Yeah,
not delved into
exactly.
obviously. But I thought, ooh, Kathy probably misspoke, and it's live TV,
Right. And now
And-
everyone's going to be digging around.
just like us.
I know.
Although I don't really want to know. It's really probably not something. It's probably something she shared with the ladies.
Right.
And
There's Kathy had a couple drinks and she's like, "Okay, I don't know what to say, but how's your health scare? I heard you had a health scare."
Yeah. And Leslie's like, "Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I thought Lisë looked good.
Well, yeah, she looked really good. Yeah, she did. And we'll talk about her later.
Yes, there's a
yeah.
few things. Yeah.
So then Ben, I think he's like from an old Bachelor one, isn't he? Like that guy Ben, the little young guy, the tall guy, cutie pie. When he,
Oh, yeah.
all of a sudden he cuts in. I think someone said, "Get in there." This
Yeah,
Kathy
just
doesn't know
go.
what she's floundering. And he did. Then there was another commercial, and they're showing them looking at their. They're at the La Quinta, or not. That's redundant. They're at La Quinta, and she's the wedding planner.
Oh, with Mindy, I think
wow.
Weinstein.
Oh wow,
She's
you
a
remember
really
that.
famous wedding planner out of Los Angeles.
Boy, you know all this
Well,
kind
no,
of.
she's a wedding planner to the celebrities. And
Really?
obviously, ABC hired her.
Yeah.
Because she's over the top. And
Wow.
I mean, it was over the top.
Well,
It was really pretty, I have to say.
Very pretty. I mean,
Right.
she did a beautiful
Yeah.
job. I'd love to have her do my party,
Exactly. Come on over.
But the thing is, that was great exposure for her.
Oh, yeah.
Because
don't
I
know if
didn't know who
even
she was.
Oh, I did.
I mean, but I know now because you're telling me, but I wouldn't have. Anyway, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I just know who she is
Yeah.
from the celebrities. But she did say, and I got married for the second time. Remember?
Oh, right.
She was kind of playing her part. I'm
Yeah.
sure that was a little coaching too.
Of course. And then here's the part that, like, of course, Gary grossed out for me during this particular segment. He said something about it was like a one-off where they've just got him. I just love the look in her eye when she looks at me. Okay,
I have that written down too.
because it grossed
the look
you out.
in her eye, that is why I love her.
That's right. When she looks at
And
me.
I thought, oh my God.
Of course, because we've said that all along. He wants someone who's just going to keep petting him and adoring him. And, oh, Gary, you're so wonderful.
I know.
Yeah. So, anyway.
And he
got
probably
her.
got that from AI chat.
AI chick. Oh, well.
He probably gathered up a lot of these little sayings and so forth.
And
to,
now,
have
that's
in his
right.
back pocket.
Yeah, he's pretty slick for a country boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have something about Mindy. Who's Mindy?
You said she was the wedding planner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, No, I have Mindy can't keep their hands off each other.
Oh, yeah. They were. Oh, I think
Mindy.
I think she probably said, they couldn't keep their hands off each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Teresa had
Oh,
that
that's
iron
right.
grip on him, and they were probably smooching again,
Yeah.
like open mouth in front of everybody, so everyone could see. And Mindy, look how love we are.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So there was a lot of that. That's probably don't you think that's probably what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natasha.
Yeah. They went to, I think they cut to the party, the pre-party before.
The pre-party,
Yeah.
and Natasha came in.
Yeah.
And she made quite
God, she
a
looked
statement.
great.
She did.
A sermon.
Yes. I think she's like, now's my chance. And it was I thought it was cute.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
refreshing.
It was.
And she was sort of saying, get off your butt and
Right.
go do something and go be who you want to be, go do what you want to do. And I was like, that's the best thing I've heard so far tonight.
Right.
You probably will hear, and it almost was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in your face and fresh. And then Edith and Joan came in, and Edith, my God, she is a stunning looking woman. Isn't she?
Gorgeous. Yes.
I'd forgot. I mean, she looked even
Natural
better.
beauty.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of makeup. She keeps her hair gray and beautiful.
Yeah. And she doesn't look like she's really, I mean, she could have had some work done, but I don't.
She's pretty natural.
I don't know. She looks
think.
she's just a stunning woman, you know? Okay, then there's a break. Again, they have Edith, April, and Kathy at the bar, but I don't remember anything significant about that. Do you? Mm-mm. No, I just had made a note there. And then they do the wedding dress. They're getting, yeah. Finally, Susan shows up, because I was like, where's Susan? Where's Susan? Because I knew she was officiating.
Right. Exactly.
So
yeah.
finally, and she does her little modeling thing. Boy, Badgley Mishka, that's pretty nice.
I know. And she met them.
Cha-ching. They were there, right?
I know. Yeah.
It was a good commercial for them, too. Not that they need it.
Right.
Unless they're planning to launch an off the rack.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the one she chose, in all honesty, that was a beautiful
She
dress.
does have a great figure.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, geez Louise.
At any age.
And her
a woman-
arms are great. There's no arm flab. Like even when you're old and skinny, you still have the sag.
Exactly. You know what? A friend of mine called me during during the break, because she knew if she called me, I wouldn't pick up. She called me during the break, and we were just chit-chatting. I said, how come she doesn't, I said exactly that to her. How come she doesn't have any arm flab? And she goes, yeah, I know. Because at Christmas, we had been talking about what can we do about this?
Exactly.
And she has none, because I kept looking for it. None.
I know.
But then later on, I forget, it was later on. Oh, no, she was during the boudoir. We'll jump to that. But her legs,
Oh, yeah.
Theresa's legs are just so fit.
Right.
I mean, did you
Right.
see him? I mean,
muscle.
cut.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
I did.
BS when her daughter says, "Oh, she just runs in place in the living room."
No,
Bull.
she works out with weights
She is exactly
because she's got the muscles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's toned, and there's plenty of muscle there. So I don't know. Maybe she just works out like a fiend, and that's how she keeps her figure. But on all those pictures, it doesn't look like she ever had a weight issue at all. She just that's who her body.
Right.
I mean, any woman at any age would be happy to have a trim body like that.
Oh, for
so,
sure.
Got to give her props.
Yep.
Yeah. No, look, I even wrote it down here. Look at my
What?
notes. Why aren't her arms flabby?
I know.
Anyway.
I that's the one thing I kept noticing during the wedding.
I wonder if she had liposuction in her arms.
Or you can have an arm lift.
Really?
I don't know. I think I was kind of maybe hearing some, not about her, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow. That would be fun. That wouldn't hurt as much as other stuff, would it?
Right. I don't know if it would be easy or
Gosh.
hard or if there's muscles there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, right. Your muscles. Yeah. Nah.
Anyways.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I just think about those things sometimes.
I do too. I do too.
We're such girls. Okay, then
The wedding band.
the proposal, the Bachelor in Paradise thing proposal. The only reason I'm bringing this up
Oh,
is
yeah.
because
Okay.
the woman, the girl, young lady, her name was Theresa Mandel, and she's from Nashville. Is she one of the Mandrell, like, well, at this point, she would be like, remember the Mandrell sisters?
Yes.
In the 80s?
Yes, I do.
I wonder if she's like their grandchild or something.
That's interesting. That maybe
Because
kind of makes sense.
the Mandrell sisters would be well into their 80s at this point.
For sure.
Yeah, so that could be their
So
granddaughter.
that was a weird part of the show.
It was very weird.
I don't know if do you think the producers knew about that?
I don't know.
Because it seemed like it kind of caught people off guard, but
he had a Neil Lane ring.
oh,
so they had
okay.
to know.
Yeah, and his earrings.
Oh, God.
It was so weird.
It was
It seems
very
like they haven't been together too terribly long because he was
Right.
just going to move out there this weekend to Tennessee.
Right.
Move in with her. and
Wherever
her-
he's from, I don't even know. 29 hours away. That's all I know.
Yeah, I think California.
Mm.
And then he proposes to her, right? And I thought, you're going to take away the thunder of this wedding and propose to somebody, so then everybody's going to be congratulating you also?
Right.
I thought it was so awkward.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, too. And I just didn't understand. I just thought, okay, another shameless plug for their show.
Right.
You know, we're one of their shows.
And you could tell they were from Paradise because they're, I don't know, they're,
A little rough around the edges.
yeah, a little rough around the edges. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah. I completely am in agreement there. Okay, so then the bachelorette party, wasn't that next? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Faith, Susan, Ellen, and Sandra.
Right.
And they,
Woohoo, 4 people at the bachelorette party.
yeah.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah, of course.
And-
Boudoir shoot.
Yeah, and Susan walks in with the gift from Amazon.
Oh, that was it. That was when, yeah, that's
The
right.
champagne glasses.
Yeah, well, that was,
That was all staged because she obviously has champagne glasses.
doy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had to have them there so they could toast each other for the bachelorette party. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, it fell flat to me, and it didn't seem very fun. And then they bring in, first they did the boudoir shoot, and Ellen was saying, I don't really want to do this. Did they even show her?
Yeah.
Okay, so she did do it
In
eventually.
a blue, it was a little more conservative nightgown.
Yeah, I understood why she wouldn't feel comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, if they surprise you like that.
I wouldn't like that.
Yee.
I mean, I'm not shy about my body, but come on.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
And then
national TV.
What are they going to do? Take it home and put it on their wall? They don't have a boyfriend. They're not married. It's like, hey, grandchild, would you like to see me in my boudoir?
Here, yeah, I framed this, and then I've got what I actually wore in a shadow box right next to it. Isn't it fabulous?
Right.
Grandma, stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All I wrote was weird.
Yeah.
It just felt off. Naturally, Sandra, of course, makes a lot of bleeped, probably
I know.
very off-color comments, but what else
Right.
would you expect from her?
No.
This is the woman
she's quirky and unpredictable.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington, obviously, because she kept making references to Denzel.
And the pole. That's what...
Oh,
Yeah.
and the pole. Okay.
So she was being herself.
Yeah.
And that doesn't hit with me. Like, it was just so overtly sexual. There's a way to get around it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a way to imply, Denzel or whatever. You know what I mean? That instead of whatever it was that she said, all the bleeped stuff.
Right. And you can only imagine what she was saying.
Oh, I know. I could imagine
the F word, the F word, the F word.
Right.
And Denzel. And
Yeah.
you go,
Ew.
Ooh.
I mean, he is hot, but come on.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Chippendales dancers.
Right.
Oh, my God. I've seen the Chippendales in the early 80s, well, whatever they were hitting. This was sometime in the 80s when I was living in California. I think I went because it was going to be like for a radio promotion. You know what I mean? Like go and then talk about it. And I'm like, I don't think I want to. And then, how they try to like stick their crotches in your face and stuff like that. And I'm just going, oh my God, this is welcome to my nightmare. Some man I don't even know sticking his sweaty crotch in my face in front of an auditorium.
Right.
Like, and I
boy.
relived that awful moment
Ooh.
again. And I went, I thought, well, these ladies, I guess they have to pretend they like it, or maybe they do. I sound like such a prude, but
I think they kind of did like it.
do you think? See, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I sort of averted my eyes because I was going, "Bleh."
It's hard to watch. I think it's hard to watch.
Well, I don't want to watch somebody else do that. If they want to do that and that's cool for them,
Yeah.
go for it. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, that's, get your rocks off however you want to, I
Right.
guess, and if that titillates you, have at it.
Have at it.
I just don't want to see some guy grinding on somebody else.
I know.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I just think women are different than men that way, but they liked it. What was after that?
Well,
I think they
have
went to
Gerry rehearses his vows. Oh, remember when he was like pacing around at the very beginning in his tuxedo before they
Yes.
walked down the aisle, and
Yes, I
he's
do.
rehearsing his vows, kind of being Gerry.
Yeah.
And the night before, and then also that goes into the night before the wedding chat where they're on that bench in front of the fireplace,
Oh, right.
crying Gerry.
Oh, yeah. That was right.
yeah.
And I think they revisited that later in the show, right? They showed them on the bench again. Wasn't it a couple times? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was kind of the part where they showed it.
Oh, flashbacks. They had a bunch of flashbacks. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they went to the wedding and Faith showed up. Well, it was just like pre-wedding. I mean,
Right.
the pre-party. And Kathy asked Faith, she said, oh, on the show you said you wouldn't move from the place where your dead horse was buried or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
And Faith goes, I don't think I quite said that, but
Right.
no, I'd move for the right guy.
She kind of said I'd move for the right guy, like Gerry wasn't the right guy.
Which I loved.
I know.
It's like sort of a shiv in the ribs
Right.
kind of thing. Like, oh, but the velvet shiv. Oh, I guess he wasn't the right guy.
Yeah.
Although, she's the one who got,
Dumped.
yeah.
But I think she's happy in the big picture of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She looked great and she
Yeah.
looked relaxed as well. Kind of like how we commented on Ellen, how she
Right.
looked kind of just relaxed, and Faith is going to find the right guy.
Oh, definitely. With all this exposure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, guys are probably all over Faith, Leslie,
Oh,
all of them.
all of them. Yeah. I just hope they're being circumspect about these guys. Who,
Yeah.
just like, oh, I saw you in the show.
Right.
Yeah. Then there were more commercials. Am I missing something? Maybe you
No,
haven't-
I think
okay.
it goes
Yeah.
right into the wedding.
Yep. For some reason, I have. Oh, they have Theresa with a quote. So or not quote, but she's saying, "I couldn't have found a greater guy than Gerry." And I'm thinking to myself, Or actually, I screamed it at the television. I said, "Yes, you could have."
Oh, just wait. He's going to be. You're going to be. He's going to be your meal ticket. No,
she's going to be his meal ticket.
Yes, she's going to be his meal ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait till it all shakes out.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee it.
I mean, for her sake, because she seems truly sincere, I have to say.
I agree.
She really does.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've never been her biggest fan, but I got to say, I think this woman means it.
I do too.
So for her sake, I hope it doesn't happen. But boy, I don't know. We didn't see this coming with him. He fooled everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we were being pretty circumspect about all the people.
Yeah.
We weren't just like going, "Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, that's great."
Mm-hmm.
We were really examining
Yes.
motives and behavior, and we
Mm-hmm.
didn't catch him. We didn't catch it.
No.
So, thank God somebody did. Okay, so the wedding, they're showing
Gerry walking down the aisle, and he's kind of chatting. Did you notice how he'd be
know.
like, "Hi, hello," like, "Hello." Yeah, it was kind of weird when he walked down the aisle.
a little too jaunty.
Yes, that's a good word for
Yeah.
it. And his daughters or the granddaughters, they ran down the aisle. Did you see the first two go? Boom.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the group paced it out
Yeah.
and did the wedding pace or whatever.
The pretty color of the bridesmaid dresses. I thought that color was
Yeah,
pretty.
It was really pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't a completely flattering dress, I didn't think, for
No.
them. But the color of it was very pretty. Really, the
Side
most...
note, that's the same color that my daughter just had her bridesmaids.
Oh, my gosh.
In their wedding, sage green.
Well, it was
Yeah.
absolutely lovely. Oh, I thought it was more of a blue. Well, that
Oh.
could be my TV.
Okay, I thought it was more.
Well, it could
Maybe
be my
it was
TV.
my TV.
No.
Maybe I'm colorblind.
No, it doesn't matter. It was a pretty
Yeah.
color. We both perceived it as pretty.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters. And then Ave Maria, she's walking down the aisle. And I thought, well, okay, that's an interesting traditional choice.
Yeah,
I guess.
very much so.
I guess, yeah. It's not the wedding march. Or,
Right.
or wait, is that what they do when they exit? The wedding march. No, usually they do Apocalypse Bell. That's
Right.
what they usually do, which I noticed was really loud during... Well, anyway, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then the ceremony. I thought Susan had the best and only good line of the whole night. You know what I'm talking about?
I thought Susan was fabulous.
She was fabulous.
So I don't remember, but I
Okay.
remember there was a lot of very good one-liners from her.
Yeah. But the best one was she said, "When I met you, I knew I was going to marry you." And then she
Yeah.
did a good comedic beat. And she goes, "Turns out I was right."
Exactly.
And I thought, oh, Susan, way to go.
She's got it.
Yeah.
She should be an MC. She'll be getting some great job offers.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, if they do that like Golden Girls type thing that we've been
so
sort of heard hints
yeah.
about, that would be pretty great.
It would be great.
Yeah. The daughters. Oh, well, one of the daughters was doing one of their speeches or whatever, tributes or whatever you want. I don't know what you call it, really. And I was like going, those violins with Pachelbel, playing Pachelbel was like are really loud.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, I did. I mean, but I noticed weird stuff like that, and I thought, and then a freaking commercial during the ceremony?
I know.
That's when I
Yeah.
just went, this is just so staged, so phony, so unreal. How, really? You think we're not going to wait through the rest to just get the ceremony? I mean, you have to break so that we'll hang on?
Right.
No. Anybody who's committed to watching 2 hours of this dreck, like we did,
Right.
but we did it for a fun reason,
Yeah.
so we could do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody who's going to do that, they're going to wait. They're going to continue with it. But they just probably figured another chance to get a few more plugs in. I just could not. That to me was just
Well, they
uncalled
made a
for.
lot of money from the advertisers
Oh yeah.
because there were so many commercials, and I'm sure ABC said we're going to have 7 million people watching this or whatever,
Yeah.
and they cashed in.
Yeah, I'd love to know the numbers. I
Yeah.
mean, if they post them, send them to me if you see them, and vice versa. I'll
Okay.
let you know, because I would really love
was
to know the
interesting.
viewership. That
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I just wrote a commercial break and ceremony. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. And thus they come back in the vows, and as we talked about, hers seemed sincere. I don't remember a word that she said.
And she had hers memorized.
She did.
I was very impressed.
Either that or she's an excellent extemporaneous speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't, but he didn't. He had cheat sheets, and I'm sure he AI'd his whole thing. No.
Of course. He probably did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what I forgot. That probably figures, since he's to me, he's a big phony anyway. So why not just AI your stuff,
Right. Exactly.
Because he's trying to be so cool and progressive anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My voice is dripping with sarcasm. I mean, this has brought out not a pretty color of me.
I know. We're getting down and dirty here.
I
with
know,
them.
but I've been waiting for this. So, the daughter said something about, one of her lines was, "Trust that cannot be broken. Dad said that to me," or something like that. Do you remember that? Does that sound
One of his daughters.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, oh, trust that cannot be broken. I wonder if he said that to the woman he was dating a month after his wife passed away, that he's never said he had a relationship with.
Right.
Oh, this is a trust that cannot be broken.
It's just so hard to believe, Gary, with the information that had come out.
Well, that's the thing.
And you look at him like, ugh.
It's just, for me, I have such a jaundiced view of anything he says or does, just knowing what we knew that came out the day after. Or was it day after or 2 days? 24 hours
they got
after.
engaged. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It colors everything.
It does.
For me. So,
But nobody was talking. And
No.
like we've discussed before, I'm sure they've all signed NDAs where they have to be on, they can't say anything.
right.
Negative, period.
No,
Yeah.
because then they probably forfeit their money.
Yeah.
And who
Maybe-
knows what other action.
Right. Exactly.
I loved when they cut to Leslie. Did you see that?
Oh, I have that written down.
Okay.
She had a scowl on her face. Mm-hmm. And she just, she was the only one not, smiling away. And that was pretty cool.
It was. I thought, be yourself.
Yeah.
If you're still a little angry,
Yeah.
that's right, girl. That's okay.
Right.
You have every right to feel a little bit bitter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you probably felt used.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So then we go to them walking down the aisle.
Right.
And did you see Gary awkwardly waving? He's like,
Oh, just yeah.
it was weird.
I did notice that.
It just looked funny to me.
Well, it is a weird thing to do. You're
Yeah.
sure he's supposed to be so wrapped up
Right.
in the moment and her.
Yeah. No, he's kind of checking out who's here and
Yeah.
making sure he's giving him a wave.
So Gary.
Right.
That's going to be my refrain. That's so Gary.
So, okay, right.
And then when he was mouthing the words to her during the ceremony too, like, I just wanted to like rip his lips off.
Right.
At least he didn't cry quite as much as I thought he would in the ceremony, thank God. But he did it
Yeah.
enough leading up to that moment. I don't know.
We did a commercial. They walked down the aisle.
Yeah. Well, there were more commercials. Yeah.
More commercials, and then we went to. I just have basically the reception.
Right. And they come
Yeah.
they walk back down the aisle.
Oh,
to
that's
the
right. To float. She wanted.
Little bouquet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she threw her bouquet. For TV, obviously.
Yeah.
And everybody was. Who got it? Like 3 people. They were fighting over it.
I couldn't tell which woman
I was
actually got
hoping
it.
Kathy got a little bit of it. I know.
Was Kathy? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
was
right.
there.
Because Kathy was threatening, "Hey, I've been working out, so
Yeah.
don't get in my way."
Right. I'm not really sure. There was 3 gals that got it. Kathy might have got a piece of the action, and then they were showing the dance floor.
And they showed Leslie
Yeah,
dancing.
Leslie.
Yeah,
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of the back of her head. They didn't really, but they said, "Oh, that's Leslie," or
She was
whatever.
ripping it.
Yeah. Well, wasn't she supposedly a dancer or whatever a long
yeah.
time ago?
Right.
Yeah. So, but she was shaking that thing. Yeah. But you didn't really get to see her face, but she did look like she was having fun. I remember reading somewhere, maybe you sent it to me, or I just saw it. Gary chose all the music, the set list.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, and you should have seen his list. It was all really
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah, it was print. I guess you didn't send it to
No.
me. I should have sent it to you, but I felt like I was barraging you with already so many other stupid things.
No.
So it was all this kind of current stuff. It wasn't, there weren't any standards in there, like The Way You Look Tonight or something beautiful. And all I could think of looking at this set list, the things that he wanted for the reception, is that he was trying so hard to be so tragically hip. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, we got a lot of hip hop in here. We got a lot of current stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I should have just kept it, but
Oh my gosh.
that didn't surprise me, and I just thought, that's so Gerry.
That's so Gerry. Do you think he picked Don't Stop Believin' when they did that little routine?
Oh.
Or if that was produced?
I don't know.
But because it ties into their first date and that whole situation.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right.
Yeah. Remember when he said, and don't stop believing? I thought
That's
that was
right.
kind of cute. But then I was like,
It's a callback to
Yeah.
that, and probably, and if he thought of that himself, which I won't give him credit for,
Right.
that's good. But otherwise, it was probably like, oh, be sure to, and maybe the band was supposed to strike up "Don't Stop Believing" at that time.
Right,
I don't
right.
know, but
well, I think that was,
he can do no
Planned.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He can
it
do
was
no
planned.
right.
So I think that's it. And I guess if we want to speculate on the future, what's going to happen, I think you already started to, just saying, just wait. Just you wait.
just wait. Because it didn't say they were going on a honeymoon.
Well, they kept referring to Italy.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, she had said on that first date, they had the diner date. She said something about learn a language and go somewhere, or something. Learn Italian and go
Okay.
somewhere, or something. Remember?
Well, I know that they both wanted to go to Italy, well, especially her, but I didn't hear them talk about it.
Not tremendously. No,
Right.
not a lot. But I
And
thought-
she has to move, unless she's already moved, or I don't know where they're moving.
Well, they were talking about South Carolina, but then I think
they
it was in the
still have-
same article. He said, I don't know, I've been to New Jersey a few times, and I kind of like that too. That's the last thing I read.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think they have decided.
Yeah. So they'll kind of have to figure out. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of press on this. Going forward, they're going to want to follow up and see what's happening.
Oh no! Does that mean we're going to have to do another one of
I
these?
don't know. If there's something super juicy, we'll just plug it in a regular show.
Okay, we're not going to do
No.
devote.
No.
Unless we see them in divorce court. They're like an episode of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
They
sponsored
start
by ABC.
hitting the tabloids. One other thing I
Yes.
have to say was Jesse Palmer's wife's having a baby any second.
How did we not lead with that?
Yeah, well, I had it written down as a lead, but it was like,
sorry.
what? And he's got his phone right there, and he's like, "Okay, honey, when this wraps, I'm out of here." Talk
'cause he
about
said that.
timing.
Yeah, and he said that at the top of the show. Like, these are all these things that are going on tonight. And
Yeah,
my wife and I are literally expecting our first baby
I was
tonight.
like, "What?"
Yeah, and I thought, if she's like dilated already and he's there, there's something just intrinsically wrong about that. Like,
I agree.
I mean, if your wife is like, well, or are they waiting for him to get back so they can do the C-section? I mean, what
Yeah.
I don't know the details and none of my business, but like, dude,
first baby,
your first baby and
Yeah.
you're hosting a show, you must really need the money.
right? I mean, when they planned it, they knew she was gonna. I mean, he knew her due date,
Right.
and then at the end of the show, he's like, "I'm out." And he's probably sprinting, and I don't know where he lives. I think he lives in Los Angeles. So
Oh, I
maybe
would
he was
hope
gonna
so.
like chop her over, get a flight.
Well, I bet he does.
Yeah,
I mean, all those types live there, or in the vicinity.
Right.
I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them do. And he probably had to be available for that. Oh my God.
yeah. That was just another thing about the show. Besides the couple getting engaged,
Yeah.
the baby that could be born.
I don't know how we skipped over that. And how come I didn't have that in my notes? I guess, wow.
Anyways,
Anyway.
I hope that you have a healthy baby, Jesse.
Yes.
We're thinking about you. You did a good job tonight.
He did. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty adept at this.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good.
He's
Yeah.
pretty. So I don't know what else. I have nothing else to say because I think we really examined it and said it all.
I do think so.
Yeah. Anything that I missed or that that I bowled over?
I think we were pretty in sync.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we have been for most of it.
We have. It's funny
Yeah.
how we watch it separately. We do watch the show separately.
Yeah.
And then we meet and we discuss, and we have a lot in common.
But we don't say anything about it until we get on mic and we're recording.
Exactly.
So just FYI.
Yeah.
Because we have no idea what's going to come out of our mouths.
No.
Well, I know I don't. Obviously. I should probably do some editing on this, but we'll see. I give it to you raw.
Yeah.
Warts and all. Okay, well, I don't know. Be sure to listen to us.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Threads
and rate us. And we have Facebook and
our website, Ladies Who Question.
ladieswhoquestion.com. And we also have Gmail at ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. And you can send us your questions and we'll answer them.
Yeah, well, we'll try in our own inimitable way. We'll try. But we would love you to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, and follow us and subscribe, please, wherever you get your podcast. That would be the best. Because we are goers and doers, baby. And we're going to be launching season 3 soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. Mm-hmm. And we promise more of, well, not this specifically, but we will do entertainment news.
Yep.
And we're going to do some
fresh topics.
Fresh topics. And what I want to call is nice news. I do not want to, especially 2024 is going to be ugly.
Not nice news.
It's not.
So we're going opposite direction of 2024.
Yes, we are. So we're gonna try to keep our spirits up along with yours. Thank you for listening. Any other words, Holly?
No. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks, Harvey.
Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by Lisë, Dominique, and Holly Caulfield. Music, My Lionheart and Sketch Music, Florian Monax and Matthew Anderson. Font, Geofanny by Adriana619. Research, Holly Caulfield. Social media, Chelsea Caulfield. Please follow Ladies Who Question on all social media, ladieswhoquestion.com. And subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. This is a HarveyDoodle production.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the individual opinions of Lisë, Dominique, and Holly Caulfield, and should not be construed as personal advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree to not use this podcast as any advice for any personal or medical issue of yourself or others. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the podcast.